When you go to school and they ask you what are the basic amenities of life, you write food, clothes and shelter, and they will mark it for you. That's a lie. Those are the basic amenities of life in the West and not in Africa. Basic amenities of life is things that you cannot survive without. Basic amenities of life is something that a man on earth cannot live without. And so when you go to the West, number one, during the winter, snow falls in that place. And so a man who doesn't have a clothes on his body, snow will literally freeze the person to death. When you go to the West, a man who doesn't have a house, when winter comes, winter will literally freeze the person, or the person will die out of cold. But when you come in Africa, an African man can survive without a house. An African man can survive even without a clothes. One thing an African man can never survive without is food. The basic need of life for an African man is food. And that is why African is advantaged with the soil. Every part of African land is manure. When you go to England, when you go to the West, they are part of the nations where it is meant for agriculture, where you can plant and it will grow. But when you come in Africa, the whole land of Africa is fertile. So the advantage of an African man is food production. But an education system has been planted in Africa that truncated that food production by putting Western institutions all around us, banking, lawyer, and all stupid professions that has been given title and ego. And then you are pulled out from the village where you're supposed to produce food, and then they pay you 100,000 at the end of the month, which you will now be struggling even to buy food without. Have you asked yourself, why is it that an average monogamous man today have a wife and 4 children, and he's struggling to feed just the 4 children? But your ancestor have 5 wives and 20-something kids, and all of them are feeding comfortably. It's because your ancestor understand the principle of producing food we eat. I don't have pity, I don't have emotion for any young man who is complaining of hardship of life. I don't see him as a lazy-minded man. Number one reason of being a man is that you must grow the food. An African man is advantaged to go to his village and produce his food he will eat. This is our greatest advantage. And this is the reason why our ancestors, an average African ancestor is richer than the people we call bankers today and doctors today. Because even though he married many wives and many children, he's not struggling with what they will eat. There is already saturation of food. Because food production is the basic need of life our ancestors understood. So a man is justified according to how his strength is in tilling ground. When you want to marry a man, they will ask you, how far can he till ground? I'm not talking, okay, I have a farmland. I will go and do video.